So, well, we didn't make it 4 wins in a row. And although there were 4 goals in the game, as I predicted, 2 of them went to Everton. So after 3 good victories, what a disappointing result today. And the thing is, it could have been avoidable. As I predicted, Sean Dyche had his team set out in a 4-5-1 formation. They showed no ambition in the first half, and for a team struggling, they came for a point and they got what they came for, a point. And they were playing with that low block two, blocking everything that we put forward. Only bright spark in that first half for us came from João Felix, who was trying to make things happen. But we were probing and trying to create an opening, but you know what, we just couldn't get that breakthrough in the first half. But second half came, we showed a little bit more, moving the ball a bit quicker, and the goal came in a familiar fashion, what we've been doing this season. João Felix, excellent switch of play to Ben Chilwell. First time ball, came off an Everton defender. Good finish by João Felix, got that deserved goal today. And then, yeah, job done. Everton don't score a lot of goals away from home, so we thought, okay, let's see this out. But Everton got that one corner they were craving for in the game. And then that one corner, they nearly scored from that corner. We didn't learn from that. Second corner came in, and sorry, I got to blame Kepa. That's what I'm saying. Kepa this season hasn't been bad. He's a good shot stopper. But the reason why I always say we need a better goalkeeper is because at set plays, I'm always nervous with this guy. He always stays on his line. Differences between him and when we're comparing him with Mendy, is Mendy always commands that area, comes for these corners. But with Kepa, he tends to stay on his line. Okay, he cannot. The first header came in by, I can't remember the first header came in, but Decore got the second. But I'm talking on that second header, Kepa, rather than staying on his line, he should have read that play. Decore, he didn't come off his head, it came off his shoulder. Kepa needs to be out there making himself big, but he stayed on his line, and because of that, they scored a goal. If he was out being positive, he could have cleared that before Decore even got his shoulder to it. Anyway, we a few minutes later, we get another lifeline. Clumsy tackle by Godfrey on Reece James, and a goal, Havertz with another cool penalty, 2-1. And I see people on Twitter and other things moaning about the substitutions. Graham Potter is trying to see the game out. We've got 6 minutes left. He's bringing on 2 defensive-minded players. He brought on was it Shalabar and Chukwemeka, took up an attacker. We are, we're the ones ahead. We're trying to see the game out, so we're putting 2 defensive substitutions on. It worked in our last couple of games, but it's just like the knives are out. Any sort of mistake that Potter makes, he's going to get criticised for. And it worked. Everyone can say, yeah, great substitutions. But this time, it's not his fault that Koulibaly had a rush of blood again. He had a decent game today, but he always has got that moment in him, a rush of blood. He's an experienced player. He's up against this young Everton attacker. Sorry, I'm not being disrespectful. I just can't remember the guy's name. But he's up against this guy, and he kind of commits himself too early. He makes the Everton striker's mind up for him by committing himself too early. But even the shot wasn't the strongest of shots. But Kepa, he's got to be saving that. The ball's gone under his arm. He's not got his arm down quick enough. And again, I think a top goalkeeper saves that. So I'm not bashing Kepa all the time, because I thought, as I said, this season I thought he's played well, decent enough. But that's why I still think he's not the answer, as I said before. And such a disappointment, to sort of a struggling Everton who don't even score goals, comes along to Stamford Bridge, gets 2 goals against us, and we throw away the good opportunities. Tottenham drawing today as well, Brentford drawing today. We had an opportunity to make ground on these teams, but once again, we're not capable of winning more than 3 games in a row. And Havertz, you know, you got to do better. You know, he had a decent game. Okay, scored a penalty, but he had 3 headers, 3 great, glorious heading opportunities. He's got to put at least one of those headers away. They weren't hard. They weren't hard. They weren't hard. You know, so he's got to put one of these away. We had a test against a low block side in Burnley, in Everton, and today, especially in the first half, I don't think we cope well. We still need to learn how to cope better with low block teams. You know, one of my disappointing things today was the fact that he left Mudryk out for Pulisic. Pulisic wasn't great. He was okay, but he wasn't great. Others, and he's probably not even going to be here next season. So I don't understand why he's put him in the side in place of Mudryk. I'd like to see Mudryk play, especially he's been good in the second half against Everton when they, especially on the counter when Everton were trying to push for that equaliser. But as I said again, it wasn't great today. Just it's fine details as well. It's just fine details, you know, just poor mistakes at the back, lack of finishing quality at top. If we put those things together, it's a recipe for disaster, guys. So, you know, I'm not going to be moaning. I thought we played okay in patches, especially in the second half. I thought we played decent, but as I said, we just got to get those fine details tweaked if we're going to push on next season and try to be more successful. So that is it, guys. What do you think? Stick your comments in the section below, and I'll see you on the next video. So take care for now. Bye-bye.